Howdy, howdy, folks! Welcome back to another episode on my Minecraft Let's Play. And on this episode, I'm gonna do a little bit different. I'm not gonna really build anything. I've had a couple people in the I'm getting some lag. In the suggestions, ask me to show what I've done so far, and I figured, the subscriber count is growing. It's growing faster and faster every day. I mean, I hit over 4,000 subscribers, and now it's just almost to 4,200 within like a couple days. So I was just gonna start out with I was gonna show you what I've been doing, but then afterwards, for the new people, I'll show you what I've done so far. There's not much. It's just they're big projects. So I moved all my stuff over from the village where I first laid down my little house at, or my base at, and I brought everything in here. I've kind of itemized some stuff. I'll show you what I think, and then I would also like to know what you think, and I'll tell you why I think what I think. So right here, this area, and I could go another step if needed. This area is non-sorted items. So, well, eggs, I don't know yet. So, stuff that I don't need to sort because I just don't need to. It's just, I have this stuff over there. This is the dump chest, and I will also have a dump chest up above as well, where I can just throw items in and they'll get sorted out. So yeah, these are the non-sorted items. I still have to go through them, but just for like example's sake, anything that has to do with trees, or saplings I should say, these saplings will be stored at the tree farms. Wherever the tree farms are going to be, I will store the saplings there, just to keep everything, together. Wherever the sugarcane farm is going to be, because that's going to be an automated big one, all the sugarcane will be there. Same with the pumpkin, same with the melon, same with the carrots, same with any of the vegetation stuff. That can be farmable, and if it can be farmed, then I'll store them there. So all this stuff in here, like all that stuff I don't have to worry about because that'll be at the farmed place. Endstone, I still might sort that. I don't have much, that's all I have, so that's an iffy. And yeah, that's all that stuff. In here, we're going to put another sorting system right here, like we did over there, like those cells. I call them sorting cells. Got one here, here, and here. We're going to put another one over here, but this time it's going to be 16 long, and we're going to do all clay, all wool, and all stained glass. So I figure we can do, and this is all going to be sorted in the sorting system. So we'll do 16 rows, and we'll do like clay and wool. There's only two blocks. There's only clay blocks. You can't make anything else, and there's only wool. Well, I guess with wool you could make the flat wool, the covers, but I'm not going to worry about sorting those. I don't make those often. If I do, I'll just throw them in the chest with them. So we'll do 2 right here, 2 rows. So 1 row, 2 row. That'll be 16 colors of clay and 16 colors of wool. And then over here we'll have glass. We'll have 16 colors of glass. And I might do the stained glass, or the glass pane. Yeah, I will do it. Yep. So we'll have everything that has to do with that right there. So all the colors are in one spot for all 16 things. That's just a lot of stuff. Wow, I haven't recorded since I've been putting everything in the item frames, and my God, I'm getting a little bit of lag. Even with the rig I have, I still get lag, and people always have been asking me, how can I help to prevent lag? It's a game, you guys. Yeah, you can have a good computer and help out, but it's really the game. I mean, I reduced my render distance to see if that makes a difference. Not really. Oh well, it's good enough to record. So that's that. So let's go down the sorting cells. So right here we have the nether quartz, and I'm going to store this in here. Only this will get sorted in the system, so this will have to manually put in. But I'm not going to really have this often. This is going to get broken down into these. And then the quartz, and then all the nether stuff. Soul sand, glowstone, both ice. The cobble, what is that? What the hell is that? Moss stone. And then this is podzol. Some of this might change because we are having new blocks coming out in 1.8, and when that does come, I might change this around. This is the redstone side. Sticky, I flip these pistons around. They're usually like that, so I can see which ones they are. So that's sticky, regular, repeater, comparator, torch, redstone, hopper. You can see it. Dropper, dispenser. And I went with levers instead of doing buttons and pressure plates, only because it's kind of hard to choose which one. But with pressure plates, it's, all you have to do with that. With buttons, all you have to do with that. So it's really, that's something I can kind of craft on hand, really. This is another building item, signs. And then I put rails here because I didn't really have anything else I needed to put. Tons of iron. So that's that. These are all sorted. I have not set the hoppers yet, so nothing's still set. Let's go over here. This is all the wood in the game. So we're going to start right here. We got glass, and then we got the sandstone, and then we got the smooth stone slabs, and then we got all the stone brick stuff. This is future jungle wood. I don't have any jungle wood, so it's just going to be jungle wood. I don't use the planks and stairs and stuff that often, so there's no point in me sorting that. Acacia wood, again, this is only going to be acacia wood. I don't use this stuff often, so anything assorted with acacia, I'll just stack in here like this. And then we got the dark wood, and I have been using all of these, so these are all sorted with the dark wood. Birch, I do use this stuff. Spruce, I use that stuff, and then obviously regular wood. So that's really the only two wood that I don't use much of this stuff, and if I do, I can just manually put them in there. And then over here, this is the big dog sorting, because we get triple chests. So cobble, cobble, and cobble. I did 3 for cobble, and this one I left a little bit empty because if I need to sort stuff, I'll put it in there. And we got 3 for dirt. And like I said, when the new blocks come out, I might change this around a little bit. I might not need 3, Yeah, it's probably going to happen. I probably will change this around. But 3 for dirt, 1 gravel, nether brick, or nether rack 1, smooth stone 1, and sand. And then any extra is just going to be put over here, like this. And these will just be separately. If I ever do run out of these, which it's possible, big projects, I'll come over here and just fill up the system if I need to. Like I'll fill it all up, and that way it'll last a while. So over here on this side's split up now. I have taken some hoppers down, so only the top chest is the sorted part. So if a item frame is only in the center, that means all 3 are in the sorting system, like these. If it's not, then each individual one will be like this, except the top will be on the sorted system. So for ender pearls, they get all 3 chests. And all these are not done yet because I'm not sure what I want to do. I still got to think about it. And then I started going through other blocks. Obsidian, I'm going to want sorted. So in this chest only will be obsidian. It will not filter down to these 2 anymore. These 2 will just be manual input of what I want to do. And same with grass will be sorted, moss stone, crack stone, and then everything else down here will be manual. So that's manual, that's manual. Anything with this is all the horse stuff right here. This would be sorted, whatever's in here. I haven't done that, so I'm kind of saving these for the new blocks, because I can still do that. And like I said, I can still shorten these down. I don't need 9 chests in front of me of cobblestone. I could just do 3 and put the rest back there. You know what I mean? I just did it for now because I had a lot of cobblestone. So that's that so far for the sorting part. Yeah, that's that. And that took me a long time. I just set up a rail system from my house to here. And I made a bunch of mine carts with chests, and I just loaded them up and pushed them all down here. I had tracks that came all the way to here, and they just dropped right here, and then I could just run over and do what I needed to do. Oh, and then mob drops. Temporarily, mob drops will be at the mob farm. Again, I'm going to keep everything with its associated thing. So right now, mob drops, slimes, and their weapons and armor and stuff. So this area right here is for mob drops. This is just temporary though. It's hidden behind here. Once I build the mob farm, then those get transferred to there. And the mob farm will probably be close to here. It might be what I did on my last world in the main area. I might do an underground one and then have them float up and then drop into it. So I actually might do that because one, I get tons of freaking diamonds because I dig out so low, and I pretty much go almost down to bedrock. And 2, if I missed anything lighting up down there, I'll find it. So that's that. Let's sleep. Look at all the you can only sleep. When I'm trying to sleep, I just click it like that. So that I have worked on that. That's pretty much it. That has taken a while. It's hard, you guys, to decide what you want to sort. It really is. And after thinking about it and writing it down on paper and drawing graphs and what items, I have to think it's what I use the most. That's what it's got to be. It's got to be. Wow, look at all that iron. It's got to be your personal preference. It's got to be whatever you use the most, because really, that's what it is. So, yeah, that's that. So let's finish this up with showing the new people what I have built. So this is the storage room down here that I've built, and we're not going to go all into the redstone. I'll just show you a little of it. The sorting cells are like this. This is JL's system right here, to where you can have them side by side, and if they overflow, like if they fill up, they don't affect the other. Because normally you would have it just like this, or just like this actually, this one, but the redstone would touch with each other. So if this one filled up, the sorted one, or the this one filled up, then you would have issues because the redstone would go to the other one. So that's all that is. And all the cells look like this. And then we have the line of hoppers on top right here that just go all the way around and loop around. I throw items in here and it loops all around everything we just saw, and then it'll actually loop back right there. There's that hopper, and back into these chests. So any unsorted items will go in here. Down below, we're going to start the main base down here. I haven't done it yet, but ooh, why isn't there a torch there? But it'll be in this area. It'll be a big area. There's a zombie farm down there, an old beginning one. I'll still work with that. And that's that. I got a little ender pearl elevator right here that I'm gonna finish up and fix up, you know, and make it look all nice. In here, the radius is 140 blocks from end to end. Center is exactly right here. This is center. So it's 70 for the radius. Or it's 140 diameter. Well, actually, since there's one block, 141 diameter and 70.5 radius. There you go. I have built 8 iron golem farms. So as you can see, they are spaced apart at a distance where they don't affect the other one. I forget. I think you have to be 75 or 70 blocks away, but this also determined how big I wanted to make this circle in here. My beacons go all the way down to bedrock, so way down there. Also, in here we're gonna have farms and stuff in here, a bunch of stuff. Over here is a regular spider farm that I built early on for string for the Enderman farm. In here. So they just come down right here, and then you just push the button, it crushes them, and then drops just automatically go right here. Simple. I will be doing more work to this now since it's sticking out right here. But yeah, it's right there. Okay, the witch hut. Let's go to the witch hut. This is one of the witch huts. I have exactly one more right over there. And actually, if I stand in the center between the witch huts is also right here, you guys. I am within distance of both witch huts, so this is the reason why I did this whole setup. And we'll go show you the witch thing over here. Okay, so there's the witch farm right here. Again, this is JL's design. This is like a flawless design. You just saw them falling. We're too close now for them to spawn, but this design is flawless, as in it's very limited to other mobs spawning because of all this space over here. The one I did in my original series, I had a lot of other mobs spawning because when the blocks shift, it's out of the witch spawning zone and you're now into any mob spawning zone. So this one works really good. If you want to know how to build that, just go to his channel. And then we come in here where I did this little hut setup with a sorting cell. I mainly did this because I wanted sticks, I'm going to actually use a lot of these for my smelting room. And then we have each individual items filtered. And I have 2 of glowstone because I want tons of glowstone. I've been using a bunch too. Wow. We got tons, and there's still tons down below. We have 4 of gunpowder because I want tons of gunpowder, and I have tons. And then 2 more of redstone. And it was originally like this, and it goes up here, the items go through, and then they filter out. Then I started filling up, and I built a underground part, which is under here. Let's turn that off. Just did this not too long ago. Extra storage, so all these pipe down, and as you can see, it fills up. It just starts filling up quick. The plan is, I showed in one of my videos a loader and unloader, a hopper loader unloader system. We're gonna automatically bring items from here to my base automatically, and we're doing the main reason for sticks, so we can use in the automatic smelting, and then any other item. So those all just get filtered down like normal, and if a mob does get in the system, anything that's not sorted will go in here. So being that that's empty, we haven't had any other kind of mobs in there. So that's that. Wow, I am getting some lag. Holy moly. Wow. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but holy moly. These hoppers and stuff. Might have to we might have to change this around. Ow. It's just tons of lag in here. Tons. It's getting bad. Like, it's getting bad, guys. Over here is not too bad because it's redstone lag. When items are going through hoppers, that's the lag. Like here, we're fine. You know, it's because items are going through all those damn hoppers, filtering in. But we're not over there that often, so it's not like we can really fill it. So yeah. This, I did a perimeter for the witch hut. So there's the outline of the perimeter. It was a huge perimeter, lit up everything underneath, took out all the land. Good thing is that witch hut was actually in an ocean. A little bit of the swamp, but most of it was in an ocean. And then this is spawn, about right here somewhere. This is spawn of the world, right here. And over here, get up, is the other witch hut right there. So it's right in line. And we'll do another perimeter around that. We're saving the gunpowder for all this land you're looking at. All this land needs to come out, and it needs to be all water, just like that setup. We're going to mirror it. So, and then we'll build that one. So when I'm in my base, both farms will be going at the same time. How cool will that be? So yeah, this is all dirt though. This stuff is easy to blast away. I'm not even worried. It's going to be real easy. So yeah, I spawned in right there, came to the village, and hung out here. This is, I think I built this house. Yeah, I built this little one. But there's the original village. I just set up a bunch of doors and stuff to get a whole bunch of these villagers. And actually, you can have old villagers with the new 1.8. So you kind of want both in a way because there's benefits and there's pros and cons to both of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up just freaking getting a whole bunch of these old ones, storing them, and then once 1.8 comes out, I'll get the new ones. So here's the temporary farms I had set up. I still need to relocate all these, but they'll stay for now. These horses were around spawn. This guy right here, the electrified creeper, he is named, by the way, with a name tag. That's why he will not despawn. I was AFKing at the fish farm, the automatic fish farm that I made, and when I came out, he was out here. So a lot of stuff happened while I was AFKing. So he's named. And another thing, if you download my world, do not ever go to peaceful or he will be gone. So you can never go to peaceful. So that's that. And I built a slime farm right down here. There's 3 chunks. And the little babies eventually make it up to here. These guys will knock them out and the items will go into here. And it works great because I have about a double chest full already. So yeah, here is 3 chunks. If we turn off the water is to stop them from spawning. They will take up the mob cap, so they will mess with my witches. There's 3 pads. 1, 2, 3. I used my own video tutorial on how to find slime chunks and did the same thing. They all come into here, behind here, is a water system to where it brings them from big to medium to small. Small climb up the ladder, and then they get jacked up there by the golems, pretty much. And then, let me see. Let's go in here. My hut that I stayed in for the majority of this series so far. In here, I had chests everywhere, and I had a whole bunch of stuff. I just emptied all that out. Can we sleep? No. Under here, let's go in here actually, because we can go to the nether from here. My first mine shaft, you just go down here, and it's down here. This keeps on going down. I had an automatic fishing farm right here, the one by Panda. I just took it down, but it was right here. Let's go into the nether. And this is gonna be the what is this? What is this gonna be called? The nether portal area? I can't think of the name right now. I'm having like a mind blank. Anyway, where all the portals will be, you know, to go off into whatever direction. So that goes to the hut we were just at. This goes to the first witch setup right here. The first one that I built. That goes to over here. And we're not going to go down this one. This one's long. This goes to a mesa biome, which is very far away. This track goes, it's about 800 blocks away. Yeah, like 800. So we're not even going to go. And I haven't finished this area yet. This goes to the end, to my Enderman farm. And I still have other things to do. So like that will go somewhere. This will go somewhere. I have a whole bunch of things going off into places. I'm not done in here either, you guys. I have a lot to do. I want to do like a bunch of clay in here and lighting and just a whole bunch of stuff. This is a huge radius. I just used the online pattern thing and built this. My nether fortress is right out here. If you follow the torches right out there, it's just right over that hill. I got lucky. Right over that hill. So this is where I spawned in originally in the nether, right there. So we'll go to the end because that is the last thing that I have built. And like I said, I don't have a lot of things built, but they're big projects, so it takes a while to do them. And all of these tunnels, they're not just regular tunnels. Underneath, you can't see because, yeah, the render distance. Let's go out here real quick. We might get jacked up. Let's see. They all have these pillars underneath them, like that. So all of them have that, so they're not just floating in the air. See, as you can kind of see over there, that took a long time. Yeah, that takes a long time. So you imagine 800 blocks out, I had to do all that. That takes tons of time. So I did all of that to make it so it's not floating. And the reason I did that was because I hopefully, I'm not going to say I will for sure, but I plan on doing another perimeter. So if another perimeter, you know, you pretty much clear out everything. So you'll see everything, and I don't want stuff just floating in the air, looking all weird. This comes into the fortress for the end. And which way do... Oh, I go this way. Is it this way? Yeah, this way. And here is the portal, and we'll go to the end. I'm keeping this because I want to build a mob farm out of that. And we'll go check out the end farm real quick. I did a tutorial on this end farm. So, whoa! So it's not done yet as far as the road out there. And don't use a minecart because when you shift click out, you'll shift click out here and you'll die. I learned that the hard way, so that's why I don't use that. If anybody wonders why I always run on top of it and never use it, it's because you click off the side and you drop. I fell into this void, I can't tell you how many times, with everything, all my gear. Many, many, many times. And yeah, I mean, I still have to finish this, but 18 levels of pure awesomeness. Level 30 in under 50 seconds of XP. Under 50 seconds, we'll get to level 30. So here is the Enderman farm, and I just made it just simple. That's all I wanted. These guys are very loud. Yeah, I just wanted it simple. and you just smack them and get your stuff. Over here we have a little storage area where we can store some books, and ender pearls or whatnot. There's hoppers underneath all of this stuff. It'll automatically go into the dropper out here and get dispensed. So it doesn't pick them all up, but it does pick up a bunch. So that is a good thing. I actually need ender pearls. I'm getting low on them. Well, we have almost 30. Let's just get to level 30 and enchant one thing. But yeah, it's fast. It's efficient, but you do need the levels to make it efficient because of the way it's built. What can we do? Where's my ender chest? Oh, there it is. Well, we could see if we can read Fortune 3. Let's see what it costs to repair that. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's see what it costs to do that. Come on, buddy. Alright. Ah, we can't do it. Damn it. Dang it. I'll save it. You might be able to do it in the new update. Maybe. I'm not sure. It's possible. Okay, let's just enchant this one. Let's do this one. Okay, well, that's not that bad, I guess. I don't know. That kind of does suck. I'll save it. We'll end up combining it with something. I'm not gonna just use efficiency by itself. I don't think I have any more unbreaking books. Let me see. Maybe, I'm not sure. Maybe if I look around. Anyway, so that is everything, you guys. If I just die, let me think. I'll spawn at spawn. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're not take that. Yeah, I think that will work. Let me see. If I die, I'll go to spawn, right? Spawn in my world. No, I slept in the bed. That's right. Let's go. Ah! It's just so we don't have to travel all the way back. This is faster. 109,000. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice. All right, so that's it, you guys. That's what I've been doing. Let me see. Let me get all my stuff. So I don't have anything all weird. I need that, and that, and my silk touch. I don't need that with me. And that's it. Yep. So I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna still work on this stuff here, trying to decide. I need to look at what is in. Oh, I added something. I didn't even show you guys. I added a food thing over here. The reason I did the food over here is because the smelter setup. So, you know, pork chops, steak, chicken, fish, and the other kind of fish. So that's not sorted. This is manual again. I'm not gonna sort those. Pretty much, this food will last me so long. I won't even need to, you know, do anything for a while. So I just did that. That was just throw a couple chests in. But yeah, I'm gonna look at new 1.8 and see what kind of blocks we're looking at. See what I'm gonna like, and then I kind of gotta prepare for that because it's coming. So that's gonna limit to me on what I want to sort and stuff. I mean, over here on some of this stuff, if I have to take some of these out, I will, like the dropper and hopper and the lever. I could do without those. I mean, how many do I have? I have no dispensers. I have 21 droppers. So, I mean, you know, that's stuff I could go without being set up. So, that's it, you guys. Until the next one. Take care, you guys. Bye-bye.